In today's video, I built a train station that loops around infinitely. I also built a power station that supplies us with 300,000 stress units, as well as power lines which harnesses those stress units and powers this building which produces limestone. With that being said, welcome to episode 3 of Create. I have a problem. So I just built this wood farm, and as you guys can see, I did do some tinkering around with it, and we have 10,000 oak logs. That is too much for one man. I have a solution, and it's a really good solution. There he is. What? You're my solution, Alex. Give me a diamond. Give me a diamond. Give me a diamond.
Diamond.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of broke.
Give me a diamond.
Here. I created my backpack.
I just robbed your ass. You know what you just bought? You know. Oh.
What I just bought. My bad. Right.
You know what you just bought yourself, Alex?
What about myself? A house? Because I need one.
Oh! Happy birthday. You gave me 1 diamond, you get fucking 5,000 stacks. Alright, I'm gonna get back to building if you don't mind.
Can you build my house?
Use a schematic. Now that our wood overflowing problem is out of the way, I do want to go ahead and finish the build on this. And I actually made myself a clipboard. This is all the stuff that we're gonna need. I'm gonna go ahead and put this together, and I'll show you guys the schematic cannon. Here we go. Alright, and now this shouldn't mess up with anything, so we can just go ahead and put this in, put the gunpowder, and everything should be ready. You were here the whole time?
It was entertaining.
That's actually really cool. That was our first time watching that ever. And with that, the building is almost done. I am going to finish this off camera, as well as this. I did say I was going to do this off camera. I will. I also need to explain this. I did not tell you guys what this is doing. This is going to look a little bit wonky, but it will work. Trust me. And now let's power all this to see if it actually works. I think I fixed it. So, yeah, it looks a little messy, but at least it works. So how this works is that everything comes into here. So the logs will come through here. It will split. 32 will go in here. 32 will go in here. 32 will come up there. And then the other 32 will come to this belt and still end up in the vault. The other 32, it will come up here all the way onto this weighted ejector. Let me actually hop on it. And this is the building where we're going to turn the logs into charcoal. As you guys saw, it just worked. So my plan is to have the shaft coming over here, which will actually wash right here, and then it gets picked up and it comes out right here, because I do want to have a way to pick this up. Actually, I want to have a train coming through here. So we put the logs, it goes into the barrel, goes down into the depot, hopefully gets turned into charcoal through this, and then end up in here. So basically it's going to take 2 blocks out of every stack that come through here, and then what is going on? Good?
Talking to me? Yeah.
Yeah, I just heard you break your legs like 3 times. Can I test something on you really quickly?
Shoot me once.
All right. That's what I thought. That's what I thought would happen. Why do we need charcoal? Well, we need charcoal to have power, because everything in the Create mod requires some sort of stress units in form of power, obviously. Now, I am going to cheat this a little bit, because I did pull up a schematic that I pull up a schematic that I found on createmod.com, which is super useful, by the way. Link down in the description. So you're going to have to grab a schematic, you put it into the schematic table, it automatically shows your schematic that you have saved. I think we're going to go with factory NBT right here. Now that we have it, we can place it in. As you guys can see, this is really big. Okay. Bro, okay, we can't do that one, I guess. Okay, well, I learned from my mistakes. We are not using the schematic. I have an idea. Alex.
What up?
I need you to place that down for me.
Alright, I placed it.
Do you see the build?
Nope.
Let me see. Oh, what just happened?
My computer's better than yours.
The game crashed again. Okay, so now we know not to mess with that schematic. ever. So I found a schematic that we can use, and this is actually going to work out perfectly for us. So let's just go ahead and get the materials. Checklist printer, boom. This is our material checklist. Hopefully it's not too bad. That is a lot. Okay. Well, let's start. So it has been about a full day since that last little montage that you guys saw, and I did a couple of things. Obviously I decorated these two buildings. I also added this little building over here, which me and him will use together. After you go mining, you know, the boring stuff, I do that off camera. You put your stuff in here, it gets crushed down, turns into the raw material as well as the experience. You can put the raw material in here and, you know, turn that into nuggets. Grab the nuggets, put the nuggets in here, and boom, ingots. Simple, right? It's not. If I just come back here, you guys can see like all the little mechanical bits that had to come in here. It took me well over an hour, which sucks because I put more work into this than I actually did my base. So yeah, and we are also ready to start the factory. One more thing, I did make a brass jetpack, which this thing is so useful. You guys see how fast I was flying? Look at this man. He has a copper backpack. Oh, look at it. He has a copper backpack. You can't fly as high or fast as me. Get good. Get good. All right. Yeah. I'm just going to start it. I got to break all this first. All right. So now that we have all the materials necessary, I think it is time we actually load the schematic cannon up. Let me actually make sure I have everything. I did have to collect all of this up. All right. Let's go ahead and start it. So while this is going in the background, I wanted to ask you guys to please subscribe, as these videos do take quite a while to make, and I also am very close to my goal of 100 subscribers. Right now, as this video is currently being uploaded, we are at 62. If we can get to 100 by hopefully New Year, that would be amazing. Please and thank you. Alright, so after a long 30 minutes, we actually finished this, and by we I mean the schematic, and I didn't do anything. The only thing that we're missing is the floor, and also we're missing a couple blocks every now and then, but that's fine. I'm gonna finish this. I'm gonna make the terrain look better, and I will be back. That should be enough dirt.
Why do I have no levels? Oh, because I got sniped the fuck. I got. I got a little mad.
What?
I got a little mad.
He never, guys. He never swears. That's going in the video.
I got a little mad.
Alright, so now that I have actually decorated this somewhat, it's still not looking good. We do want to go ahead and start working on the power, which is the main point I built this, and this is going to be our main source of power generation. And for now, we can go with 2 steam engines, and how this is going to work is we're going to have a train come in here, drop in some charcoal, a mechanical arm push charcoal, but there is a problem. I don't have any train tracks, nor train whatsoever. So instead, what I'm going to do now is make a little train automation station. This isn't going to be permanent, it's temporary, so don't judge how it looks, alright? We're not gonna look at that, and everything should be working. So I'm gonna go ahead and put all of this in here and hopefully get up around like a couple of stacks, because we are gonna have tracks around this whole area. Alright, so it is the next day, and I actually did go ahead and place all of the train tracks. As you guys can see, it is working. So what I wanted to go ahead and do was actually build the train next, because that is the next step. And just like that, we have ourselves a train. Next, I want to make a little item vault that way we can actually transport the items, which is the whole point of this train. I forgot to glue it. So the train is done. Let's actually assemble this really quickly and put it to the test. But before we do that, let's set up the collection system for the charcoal. So we're actually going to use brass tunnels to actually move it into 2 different spots. So that way we can have charcoal right here and actually have charcoal in a barrel that's going to be right here. And then we can just have mechanical arms pick up the charcoal through a depot. All right, I'm going to test this by giving the train a schedule, and now that should start going. Oh, what? There it goes. It was actually missing a train station, so I just added that. So now let's see if it actually works. It should stop right here and pick up charcoal, which it is not. I don't know why that's not working. Alright, so I actually hopped on a creative testing world to test this out really quickly. So we have an item vault here as well as a train over right there. And when I put items into the vault, it doesn't actually go into the train. So I think there's something wrong with this version. I'm not sure if there's a fix to this. Hopefully there is, but I think I have another idea. Yeah, we're using belts. So I actually connected everything up, and as you can see, I decorated this little spot right here, which I think looks pretty nice. Now that we have this actually set up and going, there's 2 more things that I want to do. First of all, I do want to make a little area up here. It's going to be my little workshop. I think I'm going to live in here for a bit. And the second thing is going to be very useful. It is going to be a limestone generator, because if you guys didn't know, in the create mod you can actually generate limestone using honey and lava. All we have to do is make a cobblestone generator, but instead of putting water, we'll put honey. Now for this generator, I do want to make a house for it. Now it is going to be a tiny little shack, but it should get the job done. Boom, and just like that, the house is done. We actually have everything we need for this build except for one thing. Power. I am actually going to show you guys something really interesting. So there is a create add-on that allows you to turn stress units into power using these alternators and electric motors. And what that allows you to do is actually, you know, transfer power using actual wires, which is what we are going to try to do. Actually, I messed around with this in my own creative testing world, and I think I understand how this works. And then now we actually need to get power into this. So how we're going to do that is through the alternator. But we're actually going to have to build power lines, and I don't really have a design for that. So we're just going to use metal girders for now. Yeah, that seems about right. I have one there and one right here as well. Now the reasons why I want to actually use these wires is so that I can hook up everything to these 2 generators, and we can just have an on and off switch, because I added this little switch right here which turns everything on and off. Go ahead and flick it, everything starts moving. Blaze burner starts getting power, and this actually updates. Right here we can see how much stress units we have, so we can just go ahead and put an alternator down right here along with some small connectors, and now we can go ahead and put in the wires. All right, perfect. We have everything hooked up. Now I'm actually going to go ahead and test this by turning on the power. Okay, this is generating 4,000. That should be enough. All right, is it moving? 90. Come over here. Okay, this is charged. Why? Oh, this is working. It's working. Perfect. Now in order to actually make even more power, we're gonna have to need way more alternators. So what is actually the limit? Let's see. I believe, okay, let's put 64. This is generating 4,000. These are at 256. All right, can we go up again? 128. Is that 512 is working? But this is running out of power too quickly, and now these are not gonna work. Yeah, okay, that is too fast. So we're gonna lower this down to around 64, which should leave us with 4,000 and perfect. As you can see, this is running at 256 stress units, which means that all we need to do is actually gear ratio this one time, and that should work. And boom, everything's running at the exact intended speed. So now all we need to do is hook up the generator. Alright, so I actually set up this little compartment. So, oh, I forgot that hurts you. So we're gonna have lava in here, and actually add a glass so you can actually look at it. Lava right here, honey goes right there, should generate limestone. And I had to make this stick out a little bit because I built the build a little too small. I messed up. Little honey was actually, what the fuck? Okay, grab the lava, ow, lava, no. So yeah, that was a mess, but everything is working. We already have almost 2 stacks of limestone in here. On top of that, I have almost 3 in my inventory. Decorate those in my videos. Can this rain? Okay, all right, what the? We have skeleton horses now. Wait, I have a fucking gun. No! Alright, now all that's left to do to make this turn on and off is actually having a redstone link right here, which we can't even put. Unless we can put on the top. I'm gonna see. Let's see. Oh my god! Fire does spread! How did it know? Alright, so the build is done. For real this time. So here's the end result. It's actually looking pretty nice. I do want to have like a little display board here. What? Because you can use Nixie tubes. They don't require any rotational force. And there's one more thing that you can use. Signs. You can use signs, I think. So we're either going to use Nixie tube or signs. And I think Nixie tubes because they do look pretty cool. And what we can actually do is have some logs right here and have Nixie tubes right there. And that would actually look pretty nice. So I do want to go ahead and do that. How do you make these? 2 electron tubes. Oh, we just need 2. Oh, that is perfect. We have that. Boom. And then we just place these down. And now we need a display link and a smart observer. Wait, can we do? Oh, we can do the whole thing. And then place it right there. There you go. There you go. So yeah, I think that is going to be the end of today's video. We did a lot of stuff today. We built this. We got the power lines going up and running. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the next one. Later.